Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome, your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59, quarterback Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and short. Prescott, off he goes. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
They'll run it with Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Push down to his left, and he'll take this one in. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Oh, yeah. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Gain of 30. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. First and 10 at the 20.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Headed left, buying time. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. On play action. Here's Dak. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys.
First down.
Being a fullback is like the ultimate thankless position. You do all the dirty work. You give everyone else the glory. But I love when coordinators find a way to just throw him a bone. Get him a touch, get him a carry. In this case, get him a reception. And he's able to pick up a pretty good chunk of yards.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On the play fake.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Third down and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
I'm always curious how defenses come back on the field after allowing a touchdown on the previous possession, and so far I'm liking what I see. There's no heads being held low. There's no dwelling and thinking back to that last drive. They've come out and completely dominated this next possession.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts using the pop pass. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The tackle made by Malik Booker. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Ooh! He'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Can't we score? What are we doing?
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. Hurts again. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
To the air again, Hurts. And that is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
option. Here's Williams. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Prescott from the gun on third down. That's Jonathan Bernard busting in to record the sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. On the return, it's Covey. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Third and long for Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Here's Braden Mann now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. A pitch comes to Williams. Moves around at the 30. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with first and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On first down, right back to Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. A first down throw for Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Shamar James there on the stop.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Down Barkley. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Looked like an issue there with the snap. Everything has to be right from this far away. But the kick is no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps. And you add all that up, and that's the kick you get.
On first and 10, Prescott. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Second down, Prescott. There's a short run that's caught by Ferguson, and he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll try to sneak it here, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Williams gets it on the draw, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. but it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
First down, it is Williams. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
16 more yards.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Throwing is Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good. Cowboys will get out in front 17-7.
17. Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. Aubrey, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
understand it's third down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now brings up fourth down.
The return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's caught by Lamb. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop. From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Still 2nd down.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Dak facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Ryan.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and
That
was a really nice job.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And their lead will stay right where it is.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's Goddard in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Here's their punter now. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, on comes the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Javonte Williams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Dak. That's made by Pickens. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Prescott forced out left. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
6 yards.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
32-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd down and 3. Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. First down, Prescott. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. A first down throw for Prescott into the hands of Pickens. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Campbell on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun is down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that'll set up 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. That one is complete. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field.
That offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 7. They run over center with Williams. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Tackle there by Jalix Hunt.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Here's Dak to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Brown comes to get the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
The ball's out. The Cowboys have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a a play as you could ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, pluck him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
To number 87. He's on bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 7. To throw is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a 1st down for Philly.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, Hurts. To the outside. He's got Smith. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles.
I can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it, and they come away with the touchdown.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll push forward for about a yard. Zach Baum, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the option, here's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
On the tackle.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Shamar James there on the stop.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
Here comes the Eagles punt team.
Formation for the Eagles.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 4. Prescott. Off he goes.
A gain of 6.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
We'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. On the play fake. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop and falls incomplete.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, You're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on the line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
To throw on second down is Hurts, who outs another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Again at 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of
Personal
bounds.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Looked like an issue there with the snap. Everything has to be right from this far away. The kick is no good. And this will remain a 3-score game. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jalen Carter getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now. Prescott. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
All right, so the first 2, they go clearly to the defense. You got a 1st down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Big-time play for Philly. 54 yards.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. And an Eagles 1st down.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
Yeah. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
26, Saquon Barkley. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hurts again. Now a screen set up for Barkley. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop them for no gain.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, they need 5. Hurts will try it again. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain And that'll set up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
He missed twice already, but this one goes through. And the Eagles are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
Check. Cross. Pushing the ball downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there, works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
2nd and 10. They'll go with Williams. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
For Jake Ferguson. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Hurts working in the pistol. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
6 yards to go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield, past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up fourth down.
Fair catch. Signaled for
The
and
Cowboys
taken.
offense
The
ready to
Cowboys
come
take
back
over
out
first and
for
10
this next possession.
at their own
They'll begin
38-yard
with
line.
1st and 10. Give, it's Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Prescott now. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Pistol now for Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big connection from Dak to CeeDee. 31 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
A give, and here comes Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
So they go with a 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line, and with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. The play action. It's Prescott. It's out wide to Williams. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3, and that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got two options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 62 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Here's a handoff to Barkley.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
12-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to run it. And he's in! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10.
The score, Cowboys 33, Eagles 23.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground, it's Davis, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Waste of time. Ryan! Teamwork!
And now the punting unit will come up.
For the Cowboys.
This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. It's Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And this ball is going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Philadelphia.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. DeMarvion Overshown In there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring us fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Give to Davis. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. On the handoff, it's Davis. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We're about ready now for the punt.
For the Cowboys.
So now it's Jalen Hurts and the Eagles down by a field goal, just under 2 minutes to go. They need at minimum a field goal as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short throw taken in by Goddard. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down coming up. Hurts gonna hold on to this one. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.